Welcome to Vegan Finds. Um, that's Selena.
Hi.
And today I'm going to be making vegan sausage gravy. This goes on chicken fried steak, or in our case, chicken fried chicken, obviously vegan, uh, biscuits and gravy, you name it. This is a versatile gravy dish. Super simple, super fast, easy to make. So stick around and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so in order to make the gravy, in my cup here I've got a quarter cup of flour, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and a teaspoon of rubbed sage, and I'm just going to pour that into our thing, and we're going to just cook this a little bit. Again, kind of like making a roux. Once this is cooked a little bit, what we're going to do is then add our almond milk. We're going to use 3 cups of almond milk, and I'm going to add a half a cube of chicken bouillon. It's obviously a vegan chicken bouillon. And then I'm going to also, once this is done, add just 1 tablespoon of umami powder, just to kind of give it a little bit of a meatier flavor to the gravy. That's going to go along with our chicken fried chicken. So once this is closer to being ready, I will add the milk, and I'll show you that in a moment. So you want to toast this till it just starts to turn a little bit in color, and then we're going to add our almond milk to this. So this is just about ready. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 2.5 minutes now on low temperature. I'm just going to turn up the temperature a little bit now and start adding in our almond milk. I'm going to try and do this so you get rid of the lumps. And I'm going to actually lower the heat a little bit. I'm adding our bouillon cube so it starts to dissolve. We're going to let this cook a little bit, and this will start to thicken up, and at that point you have your gravy. You can set it aside, and right before you're ready to eat, just give it a quick reheat, quick stir. If this becomes too thick, you can always add additional almond milk to this. So I'm going to let this cook down. I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. I'm also going to just give it 2 turns of some black pepper, and just 2 turns of salt. Oh, it smells good. It smells just like the kind of gravy you would get with a chicken fried steak. That nice white gravy. If you wanted to, you could add some pork, substitute with some good sausage patties out there now, and those would make a nice addition. Just crumble it up and add just another layer of flavor to this. Now you can see there's some lumps in here. Now if this becomes too lumpy for you, you can always take an immersion blender and blend it so it's smooth. Some people don't mind lumps, some people do. I'm kind of ambivalent either way. Doesn't really matter to me. As long as it tastes good, I don't care. But I know there's some people out there who say it's not grandma's unless it's got lumps. So I'm probably in that category. So I'm going to cook this. We'll let it go for a little bit longer, and then we'll be ready to go with our next steps. Okay, so my wife told me that we actually have some of the Beyond Meat breakfast sausage. It's a new item, so we're going to add it to this. I'm going to let this cook a little bit, and I'm going to probably add a little more milk just so this doesn't thicken up too much while we're doing this. So stick around. We'll see how this goes. I'm actually adding all 4 patties to this because she threw out the box. So actually, you know what, I'm just going to leave it at 3, and I'm going to cook that other patty later so I could taste it. Also, I did use the immersion blender on this just to smooth it out because it was just a little too lumpy. So let me add the additional milk here, and we're just going to cook this for a couple minutes, and that'll be our white gravy for our chicken fried chicken. You definitely want to get into the corners of the pan because if you're not careful, you'll get flour stuck in there and it'll burn. So just be aware. Okay, so I'm going to let this cook. This is now basically done, and I'm going to show you how to make the rest of the meal.